What's good, YouTube? We're back with another video of the Raw Picks. Forgive me, guys. This might be a little bit of a late upload, or I might not get this upload out. Um, I usually like to get them out on Friday for Saturday fight nights, but this one might come out like Saturday or late Friday. Had some recording issues yesterday, but hopefully I can get this video out. I might go a little bit faster just because the screen recording on my laptop was a little buggy. Still is a little buggy, so I'm kind of watching it. If you see me look over a lot, it's because I'm trying to watch that, make sure I get this recording out. So, as always, appreciate you guys for bearing with me, and let's get straight into the picks. But first, let's go over last weekend, Emmett versus Vallejos, and let's see how I did. If you guys saw my last video, you saw that I predicted that I would get 9 right, and I got 9 right. Some decent fights. I got the Bia Mesquita fight perfect. I knew she was going to get that submission. She's just very good at jiu-jitsu. And then, yeah, the ones that I got wrong, I didn't know about Sam Hughes that much and her opponent. I think it was like Verena or Perena. Um, yeah, let's see. Yeah, I didn't know too much about Pereira Rodriguez. We did have Sosa. We had Mesquita. I had Tavares winning. This was a good fight between two vets. Eric Anders' last fight was a pretty good fight. I thought Tavares would get him, but decent fight between those guys. We had Souza winning. He got performance of the night. Let's see. Vitor Petrino won. I thought Steven Asplin was looking very good on the feet, but the damage to his face just told a different story, honestly. If you watch the fight, I don't know. I kind of had Asplin winning, but it was a decent fight, not going to lie. Miktek Odobai won. We knew that was coming. I thought he'd get a submission, but, decision win. Pretty boring. Split decision win for Charles Energy Johnson. We had him winning as well. I had Umar Sy winning, but he lost to Ian Kutelaba by a mounted guillotine choke. I believe this was in the first round. Yeah, so I guess Sy just doesn't have no ground game, and you can't be ranked without a ground game, man. It just doesn't happen. This one, wow, fight of the night. Yeah, so Harry Hardwick broke his jaw in the second round. Couldn't finish the fight. I think I actually got that one predicted perfect too. Second round TKO by Rahiki. Andre Fili versus Jose Delgado. I had Andre Fili winning that one. Split decision. I think they give it to the younger guy because it builds his momentum, builds his credibility. They don't really want veterans no more. Paramount deal. They want new, fresh guys. Just more to sell, I guess. Whatever. We had Jillian Robertson winning and Kevin Vallejos winning, of course. So, yeah. I got a couple perfect. 3 perfect was the Robertson. I don't think they give you perfect on. No, they give you perfect. Okay, so I got the Robertson decision, the Rahiki KO, and the Bia Mesquita submission. So yeah, 9 out of 14, not too bad. I predicted I'd get 9 right, and I did. Pretty cool. So this one I won't go over the picks too in depth because I already did the picks. Like I said, I tried to record this a couple times already, just wasn't having no luck. So we're trying it again with this recording, but gonna be a little bit quicker, maybe better, but we'll see. So I had we got Melissa Mullins versus Lauren and Carolina. I think I've seen Lana Carolina fight once or twice, and it just wasn't really a good fight. But we're gonna go Melissa Mullins on this one. Don't know too much about either, but we'll go with the hometown favorite, even though she's not. She's actually an underdog. We're gonna go with Chanel Dyer on this one. Yeah, both coming off of losses, but heavy favorite on her. Well, heavier favorite on her side. So we're gonna pick her. We got Shamrock versus Abdul Al Sawedi, the Pride of Palestine. We're gonna go Shamrock on this one. Yeah, not too much to go into there. I'm not gonna start being shorter with the guys I don't really watch because it's really just guesswork. So until I can get like a background on them. So on this one, we're picking Pereshik, something like that. The Balkan Bear. This fight is good, like the best name fight I've ever seen. The Vanilla Gorilla versus the Balkan Bear. That's really good fighting names. We're going with Montas Kondrativicius. Young dude, man, about my age, Lithuanian. So I'm assuming he's like a kickboxer. Tricoli, we've seen him lose against a lot of prospects. Yeah, so we're gonna go with this guy, Montas. I said round one KO. The age difference, 9 years, pretty big gap. Mario Pinto, that's who we're picking in this bout. Mario Pinto is a pretty good heavyweight. He has really good hands. He's like another kickboxer type of dude and heavy favorite, as you can see. So we're picking him. Nathaniel Wood versus Lonsene Keita. I believe Keita was supposed to fight Patricio Pitbull. That fell out because Keita couldn't make weight, I believe. But yeah, he's coming from Octagon. He was a champ over there. Looks like a 2-belt champ over there, so it's pretty cool. Looks like Nathaniel himself was a champ in another organization as well, so that's pretty cool. But I'm going Keita on this one. I think it's going to be a decision. A good hard fight between these two guys. This one I'm not familiar with either, but I'm going to go Jones by decision. We got Curtis Campbell versus Danny Silva. This guy is younger than me, 23. I don't know how he's fighting with this eyesight. You know, that must be very, very hard to do. But hey, he's 8-0, so I can't say much about it. He's fighting a guy coming off a loss, but it is lost to Kevin Vallejos, a decision. So think about how Kevin Vallejos just finished Josh Emmett. This guy went to decision with Kevin Vallejos just 7 months ago. So that's real good experience, and that's why I picked Silva. The method, kind of random, KO third round. Not too familiar with either of these guys, but we'll see what happens. In this fight, we got Roman Dolidze versus CLD, Christian Leroy Duncan. We're going with Christian Leroy Duncan. I think he just has more gas in the tank, more left in his career, opposed to Dolidze, who's, a veteran, 37 versus 30. And I just think Leroy Duncan has more MMA left than Dolidze does, especially in Dolidze's last fight. He got ragdolled by Anthony Hernandez, so yeah, it's not looking too good for him. But I could see him win, but I'm gonna pick CLD KO second round. Iwo Baranowski versus Austin Lane. Austin Lane is dropping down from heavyweight to light heavyweight. I don't believe he always. Yeah, so he used to be a UFC light heavyweight or a UFC heavyweight. Now he is a UFC light heavyweight. I don't think it helps him that much. I think he's a former football player, so he's gonna have the physicality. But Austin Lane, from what I've seen him fight, he burns out quick, man. So him burning out quick is a recipe for disaster. And Iwo had a barn burner versus Ibo Aslan, like just an absolute bar brawl. But it was good. It was good. Like he almost got knocked out, and then he turned around, almost knocked out Ibo. Then Ibo came back, almost knocked him out, and then he ultimately got the finish. It's pretty dope. So yeah, I got Iwo winning this one. It's gonna be pretty easy, I think, in my opinion. Oh, I don't have a method, so we're gonna go KO first round. Yeah. Next up, we got Michael Venom Page versus Sam Patterson. I spoke on this a little bit in my other recordings of this one. I was saying Michael Venom Page has nothing to win with this fight. Like, if he wins, cool, you're supposed to win. If he loses, it's like all cred, all hype is done with him, it seems like. Sam Patterson is like win-win for Sam Patterson. If he looks good, it might still help him. Like, Sam Patterson is supposed to lose this fight, so if anything, as long as he doesn't get like humiliated and knocked out, it's technically a win for Sam Patterson in the eyes of entertainment, sports entertainment. Michael Venom Page, if this fight, doesn't end early or isn't like one-sided, lopsided, it makes MVP look bad. So, but in my opinion, I think MVP will have an easy night, decision win. I don't think it'll get too crazy. And co-main event, we got Luke Riley versus Michael Aswell Jr. Doing a little research on this fight. Luke Riley's last fight, where he knocked out Bogdan Grad, who I thought was gonna beat him. He knocked out Bogdan Grad pretty well, and Bogdan Grad actually has a win over Michael Aswell Jr. So him finishing a guy that got a split decision against Michael Aswell kind of shows that he's already, capable of beating this guy. I think he gets it done. First round may be a little more physical than he likes, but then I think By the end of the first round, he'll start pulling away, getting that range he wants, and then by the second round, it's night time for Aswell Jr. But yeah, we got Luke Riley winning that one. In the main event, I want Lerone Murphy to win. I want him to get the nice KO so he can get a title shot. There's also speculation that John Silva might be getting a title shot. Who knows, man? It's the UFC. Matchmaking has been doggy water lately. But yeah. I hope I'm wrong on this one. I hope Murphy gets a KO. That'll be sick, right? But one of these guys has to lose one of these guys has to lose it. And I think Lerone, my brain tells me Lerone will lose it because of his grappling. I'm not familiar with Lerone's grappling. I actually did see a couple clips earlier today and yesterday of Lerone getting taken down by Amiri Kahani or Amir Khani. Yeah. So I hope Lerone's grappling is up to par, at least to where he can stuff Evloev's shots and keep him at bay a little bit to where he can work his stand up. If he works his stand up, I think Movzar will have a long night and may make a mistake. But Movzar has a better path to victory through the grappling. Because Evloev has grappled with Aljamain and yeah. So last win is Aljamain. He's got Arnold Allen. He's got Diego Lopez, Dan Ige, right? And he's got Pico, Josh Emmett, Dan Ige as well. So, I think it's going to be the typical Russian grappler grapples. I don't expect Evloev to do anything out of nature. He may have a little bit of ring rust, but I don't think it's too much ring rust because, Lerone fought 6 months ago. He fought about 15 months ago. So, yeah. It'd be cool to see Lerone win, but my brain tells me Evloev will win by decision, grappling. Maybe even get some ground and pound, maybe get a submission. But yeah, grappling is very, very, very valuable in a fight, man. Very valuable in a fight. So, yeah, we're going to keep this one shorter. I'm going to start trying to do these a little bit faster and whatnot. But as always, appreciate you guys for watching Raw Picks. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know who you guys got winning. And let's stay tuned, y'all. I'll catch y'all in the next one next week. Peace.